Oh my god, what is up, guys? I'm gonna be so real right now. This is why I'm not like super enthusiastic right now when I'm talking. What time is it? It's like my third time recording this video, and it takes a little bit. I'm not like a perfectionist, but like I'm trying to get this video to be good. I just really want this video to be good. Okay, guys. So, okay, guys. Okay, guys. But like, yeah, like seriously though, I really do want this video to be good, and I want you guys to understand this. This is gonna be an in-depth video of my strategy and how I just, not my strategy per se, but like how I use ICT, whatever. It doesn't matter what you want to call it. So I got a handy dandy. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. I got this list. Okay, this is what we're gonna go over. And in order, except displacement. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna go over displacement before OTE. Okay. So it's gonna be number 2. All right. So let's go over liquidity. I'm gonna like not tell you what liquidity. I'm gonna like, if you want an in-depth, okay, of what this stuff is, not how to use it and stuff, go watch my liquidity video, fair value gap video, all that. Okay. So, what do I look for in liquidity? I look for, well, what is liquidity? I'll go over that real quick. It's session highs, session lows, just resting orders in the market. So, I look for session highs and I look for session lows. That's basically it. And also I look for data lows and data highs as well. So as you can see, we have this session high. I use this indicator to find session highs and session lows. It's very super simple. Go ahead and use it. You need to use it. All right. Here is a session high, right? It'll literally give a line, so that's how you know. Okay, and then session low right here. And it also says session low. This is Asia session, and it's very simple. Okay, do I take trades off of liquidity? No. Generally, no. I don't like to do that. It's just not my cup of tea. Don't really care. Just don't want to. So why do I look for it? Well, I look for it because I take profit at these, and I also get my bias from these. And let's say I'm bearish to Asia lows. I'm bearish to London lows and Asia lows. And then if we start ripping off those lows, I'm like, okay, well, guess what? Now I'm bullish to, I don't know, maybe like New York, like, I don't know, yesterday's highs, whatever, previous day high. That's how I use that. Okay, I don't really take trades off of it. If you guys don't know like how to see liquidity sweeps, go watch my video. Okay. I just assume that you guys kind of understand these ICT strategies. Other than I will go over like OTE and how to use OTE, stuff like that, what it is. Super easy though. I'm gonna kind of make it quick because I'll make an in-depth video on OTE, or you can go watch somebody explain it before I upload it. So, all right, let's get into data lows real quick. Oh shit, I already had it up there. So, CPI on Wednesday. What happens on CPI? The market goes ballistic. What's day? This is Thursday. Wednesday? Perfect. Alright, I already got it marked out for you guys. So, this is a data... Okay, wait, we should go on the 1 minute. It might mess me up, though. Okay. As you can see, 8:30, this candle, we get a crazy move, okay? Like, this is insane, okay? So, we get crazy moves on, like, big news days, like CPI, and, you know, some days, like, NFE can affect the market pretty well. But when we get a low like this in the market and we start ripping off news, this is now a data low. We also can get data highs, right? But this is now a data low, and really when the price never pushed into this, but when price pushes into this, we usually get a pretty nice reaction. Okay, we get it. So that's usually what would happen, but we never even swept this. That's data lows. And usually, like, let's say if we were up here, I could be like, okay, like, oh, I took this trade at this day. I was bearish to this data low. Like, I was bearish to the low because I wanted price to sweep this low out. We never did, but I did take profit on this day. Like, I literally found a fair value gap with OTE, and I got like the best move in right here. Like, whatever, OTE, perfect. But yeah, we'll go over that more in a little bit. So we went over data lows, we went over liquidity. We were like, I don't use liquidity to take a trade really. Let's go over SMTs then. Okay, this is gonna be a little more challenging to understand. How do I use? Okay, first of all, let's say I'm gonna kind of assume you know what SMTs are. SMTs in the market, I'll kind of go over it briefly. It's when, as you should know, Nasdaq and ES are like a correlated pair, and they're very similar. So they move very alike. So when one low gets swept on Nasdaq, we get a move in ES right from that. Let me go more. So when oh my god. So like as you can see, dude, I hate this. I hate this so much. Okay, so I only use Nasdaq, by the way. I don't trade ES. As you can see, we have London lows right here, and they never got swept by London lows. London never swept this Asia low. But on ES, okay, what do? Well, we swept that low. Sorry, I can't figure this out. We swept this low, and it should just bring it to me. I don't know why it's not. Okay. So when we swept this low on ES, we just ripped. Okay, like that's kind of what we do. How do I use SMTs? I don't take trades off SMT. I honestly used to. I don't anymore. What I'll do, well, maybe like I'll use it for a confluence, but it won't be my main confluence, right? That's not what I'm gonna take a trade off of. I'll be like, okay, cool, there's an SMT, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, SMT, like I'm really looking for a short now. Like it's not how it works for me. So, genuinely how I use it, right? I need to shut my window, but my cat's in my window chilling. How I use it is that if there is a low that gets swept while I'm in a trade, so let's say I'm bearish to this Asia low, and we sweep it on ES and we don't sweep it on Nasdaq, but I'm gonna trade. I'm just closing my trade. There's a lot of people who do that, and a lot of people who trade this similar strategy to me do the same exact thing. I've realized over time. So, yeah, it's super simple. SMTs. You need to go watch it. If you don't know what SMTs are, oh my god, you have to know what SMTs are. It is crucial. Crucial. Figure it out, please. I'm gonna make a video over SMTs and whatnot, but not in this video, okay? That's how I use it. Basically, I'll just exit my trades if we get an SMT that's not to our, liking. Well, I guess it wouldn't even matter. But then, other than that, I don't really have a need for SMTs, right? So, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys that. OTE. Okay, how am I going to explain OTE? Let's go find some OTE. Oh, wait, I found OTE earlier, and then oh, yeah, I did it. I did this. Okay, perfect. So, how do I use OTE? Well, what is OTE? OTE is, I use 0.5, 0.618, 0.79. Did I say point? I meant to say 0.705. I don't really use 0.709 or 0.79. I use 0.705. I think I said 0.79. Okay. So what do you do? How do you find OTE? I'll go over that cuz it's a little trickier, but it's not at all. If you know what equilibrium is, you'll find OTE very easily. It's just a high and low of a move, okay? It doesn't have to be this big move. It can be the high and low of... I need to like put replay on mode on or something. It can be like the high and low of this little move right here. Right? Like, it's the same thing. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how big the move is, as long as it's a move. So, I took OTE, dude, I got like dust in my eyes now. God. So, when price tap 0.5 of this range right here, sorry, I didn't mean to move that. When it tapped 0.5, we rip. I love OTE. I use this so much, guys. This is crucial for my strategy. OTE. So it's 0.5 and 0.618 mostly. 0.705 as well, but I took a trade yesterday off 0.705. So I'll go over that one later. Like, so how do I? So why is this so good? It's just this is a discount in the range, and we rip off of it. So I don't want to get too into fair value gaps yet, but as I pair OTE with fair value gaps, and it is just like, oh my god, dude, I love OTE. Like, if I see OTE in line with a gap, I am so I just love it. I love it so much. Unfortunately, it wasn't inside of this gap today, or that day. But what happened was, we're still respecting this 30-minute gap because we never closed beneath it. Even on the 1 minute, but we never closed beneath it on the 30-minute. So if there's a 30-minute gap, and on the 1 minute we close through this gap, but we don't on the 30-minute, then we're still respecting this 30-minute gap, okay? So we're still in this 30-minute gap, plus we tap 0.5 of the range, and we rip. That's how I use 0.5. I will take just 0.5 or 0.618 trades as well, but I like when it's inside of a gap or right next to a gap, just like this, okay? That's what I preferably would take. I don't like... Fuck. So when I take just 0.5 trades or just 0.618 and long off a displacement, it's like okay, but when it's paired with fair value gap, it's awesome, okay? That's what it is. So, and then I took this trade was so beautiful on Thursday. I didn't trade Thursday. I didn't take any trades. Such a beautiful long though. I would have seen, okay, we got a 30-second displacement candle, so I would have longed here, and I probably would have just taken, no, I wouldn't have taken it. Yeah, you know what, I probably would have. I probably went for a little 1-to-1 here. Such a beautiful, well, what I would have done, actually, this sounds so stupid. What I would have done is trailed my stop loss, so I would have had it, and I would have taken, like, to here, honestly. I wouldn't have went any lower than that, and I wouldn't have gotten stopped out either. It was perfect. So I would have taken just something like this, displacement off that, and then I would have started trailing my stop loss or take profit here. Either one would be okay. But yeah, you would, if you would just trail your stop loss, dude, you would be in so much profit. You probably would have take profit like right here. Crazy, bro, crazy. But yeah, that's how I use that. So okay, that is OTE, right? I hope you guys kind of understand that's how I use OTE. I just try to pair with a gap, yeah. Wait, was I supposed to go over displacement before OTE? Shit. I was, that's why. Okay, so let's go over displacement candles real quick. What is a displacement candle? A displacement candle, let's go back to this example. Displacement candle is just, all right. When we tapped into this gap and also tap 0.5, we got these beautiful moves, and then, oh wait, I can't do it on here. We also got this candle right here. This huge candle, this huge bullish candle. That means there's so much buy orders. There's so much bullish momentum in the market when we get a very nice candle like this. And like this is a displacement candle right here. and this is a displacement candle. They're super easy to see. Displacement displacement candle right here, displacement candle right here. So it's just like when you're looking for an entry, and then you're like, and then you get a displacement, especially when you get change in state of delivery, which is another thing we need to go over. Like, that is so awesome, right? So like we break past this high right here. Okay. And we get this crazy candle. That is a displacement candle. Super easy to understand. It's just a big candle. So when I was looking for if I was to look for longs off this, I'd be like, okay, we just got this big bullish candle. This BBC, right? We just got this BBC to the upside, and I would have longed off that. So yeah, super simple for displacement candles. You just kind of find it after, and it kind of confirms your bias, right? It kind of confirms what you were thinking, kind of confirms your setup. You're like, okay, I really wanted price to push off this 0.5 and 30-minute gap, and when you get a huge rip in price after price does that, it's like, okay, we're probably gonna keep pushing it back up. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a good trade, right? Love displacement candles. Love them, guys. Love displacement. If you I will low-key not even enter a trade sometimes if I don't get a displacement. I love displacement candles. I get them all the time though, because my setups are just so beautiful. Dude, the wind like scared the shit out of me. Okay, so let's go over. What was the next one that we needed to go over? Chat. Fair value gaps. Perfect. We kind of already went over fair value gaps, but I'll do it again. And we'll add. What was the one thing we need to add? We'll do that before bias, but we'll do. I can't see. This is a gaming keyboard, so. Change your state of delivery. Also known as break a structure to a lot of people. AKA. Alright, bro. Let's go. So, what is fair value gaps? You know what fair value gaps is. You don't, go watch my video. I'm not even going to explain the fair value gap. Okay? How do I use fair value gaps? Just like in this scenario. Like I just said. I like it when it's in line with OTE. It doesn't have to be. I don't care. So, like let's say there was not OTE here. I probably still would have taken a trade off this if we got that Oh wait, I forgot. It's all the way down here. Oh. I probably still would have taken this trade if we didn't even have OTE. Because we respected this 30-minute gap very nicely, and we got a change in state of delivery and a CIS and a displacement candle. Right. So fair value gaps, I just use it's my favorite thing to use. Fair value gaps are my favorite thing, so I will find them as much as possible. I try to stay away from lower time frame, like 1 minute and 30 second. I don't use at all. 2 minutes up, I'll use a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, 2 minutes is still pretty low, but like that is just for like let's say like we're super bullish, and this was such a clean trade, by the way, that day that we got this. I think what do we have? So, oh my god, this is gonna make me so mad if this doesn't start working. Select bar, we're just going to do this. So 4 minute, I think it was a 4 minute, or was it lower or higher? Yeah, perfect. So when we have this 4 minute, like I'll take a 4 minute gap. So we were super bullish. So I mean, what was that, the highest one? At the time before the big move up, before we ripped, the 4 minute gap was the largest gap we had on this move. I want you guys to understand that. So realistically, if it was like this, okay, like I would take it from here. Like obviously I'm not gonna, but that's the biggest move we had at the time, or the biggest gap we had was a 4 minute gap. It was like 2 4 minute gaps. There was no or maybe there was this 5 minute gap below, but other than that, on that move, it was a 4 hour gap. Okay, like I will take this. I was going to take this. I saw this in the market and I didn't take it, and I really wish I did, because what happened after we did this? Huge displacement candle. Like, just use your displacements. Just use your fucking displacement candles, guys. Please. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful long candle. Just use it. 4 hour, like, I don't care if it's a fucking 4 minute gap or a 30 minute gap. If we get a displacement out of it and it's to my bias and whatever the fuck, I'll use it. Okay? Perfect. Glad we got that done. I don't know. Am I getting angry right now? Like, what the fuck? Okay. So, next one. We went over fair value gap. We went over OT, liquidity, and displacement. So let's go over bias. How do I find my bias? And now, guys, I'll put this all together. Well, I basically have, but put it all together. So, bias. How do I find bias? Actually, you know what we can do? Oh, I can't do it on here because it's whatever. So, okay. So how do I find bias? Well, let's say it was I don't want to use that day. All right. No, this is not a good day either because that's a data low. Don't want to use this. Oh my god. Just give me a minute. So, it's pre-market? Nah, it's 9:30. Get out of here. Okay, so, how would I find bias? Like, okay, so if I'm looking at this, and how do I want to find bias? Well, first off, I'll go through the daily, and I'll just look for fair value gaps, basically all through here. And I'll be like, are we bearish or bullish? So, on the daily, we have this gap to the outside. But let's go in like the 4 hour. There's no gaps. 3 hour. Like, we'll just keep looking for gaps, right? So we'll scale down, and then I'll be like, okay, well, now is price respecting bullish or bearish, like PDRS, right? So, like here, price was actually respecting bullet, and I actually took a long. I took a long off this before, but anyway, like, okay, price is respecting 0.705, and we're in a daily gap. I know we actually were bearish today, but this day, but whatever. Like, it's not the point. And then you can look at, or you can be like, oh, on the 1 hour, like, let's say we respect this 1 hour gap. Like, okay, we're respecting bullish PDRAs. Like, what are we? So I think we're bullish. I'm gonna think we're gonna be bullish today. And then we can go as well and look at liquidity, right? So this is what I'll also do. So I'm like, okay, we're respecting bullish bias, but we have all this liquidity below us. We have like this, we have that London low, we have this Asia low down below us. We have obviously a gap right here. I mean, this is obvious. Like, okay, and we have this huge 1 hour gap below us. Like I'd be like, okay, we're probably pretty bearish today because we have all this liquidity below us, and like right here, we are respecting this bearish gap, we respected this bearish gap, we respected this bearish gap, and we just kept respecting bearish gaps like all the way down here, all the way till price open. So that's kind of how I do bias. It's super simple. Like, I don't want to, like, I kind of have a problem with bias. I don't, like, I have a bias when I come into market, obviously, but I am very easily be like, okay, flipping my bias. Like, you cannot marry your bias when you're trading, guys. Like, I'm gonna be like, okay, I want to be bearish to this London low, but if price is just gonna keep respecting bullish PWAs, then I'm gonna flip my bias to bearish or bullish, right? I'm gonna flip my bias to bullish instead of be bearish to these lows. If price is gonna respect like this 1 hour gap, right? So super simple. That's my bias. What I was gonna go over for bias. Was there one more? I feel like, or was that? Did I put a? Oh, change in state of delivery. Let's go over that one real quick. So what is change in state of delivery? Super easy. Before I end off this video, change in state of delivery is a little something like. Let's go to that one trade I took. Or that one. Oh, wait, we're in replay. Duh. So, let's go with the 30-second, because I really do like using the 30-second. When we got this, when we were looking at this move earlier, let's take a look at this. We got this candle down, and then we got these two bullish candles, right? And then we got another bearish candle. This 30-second candle made a new low past this. Okay, so we made this low, we went up, and then we made a lower low past this low. So then, we were kind of in a bearish trend, you could kind of say. We were just making lower lows. And then what happened? We hit 0.5 in that 30-minute gap. And then we got that displacement candle, which gave us a change in state of delivery right here. Because we went from making lower lows to a higher low. Right? To a new high, right? You understand what I'm saying? We now made a higher low. Instead of a lower low, we went to a higher low. So I guess a higher high, really, you could say. Like, we closed past this high right here. That's changing state of delivery. Super simple. It's on everything. You could find it on the 1 minute as well. It actually might be there on the 1 minute. No, it's not. Let's say right. It's super easy to find, guys. Hold on a second. So let's say, so as you can see, price was in a bearish trend. Okay. And then we got this big move up. And let's say there was a 3-minute gap right here. We hit this 3-minute gap. We'll say there's a 3-minute gap. Price came into here. We got this nice displacement candle up. It doesn't have to be a displacement candle. All what it is that we closed above a high, right? Like a little previous internal high, I guess you could say. Super simple, right? That's all it is. You just close above these highs. Or you can do it for shorts as well, right? It's not just limited to longs. So what would it look like there? So okay, we make a high, and then boom, we make another one. So sorry. We go push up, make a lower high. Sorry, okay, low and then high, lower, higher low, high, higher high, and then what happens? Let's say there's a 1 minute gap right here. It also doesn't have to be any gaps. It's just like you just use it with your bias, right? With your gaps, with your OTE, whatever. So then, say it taps into like a gap OTE, and then it closes past this. Oh shit. Then this low closes past this low right here. Right here. Actually, we'll say right here. And then we get this move, and we come down, and then we get a change in state of delivery right here when we close past this. It is not from the wick, okay? It's from the body, right? So when we close past the body of this lower high, and we continue down to go to a lower low, then that's a change of state of delivery, right? You would short, you wait for a closure, a candle closure below it. You could short at the top of there if you wanted to, at the top of the displacement, and just short down to wherever you want. Right, that's what you would do. You guys understand? Hopefully. Right, like to this low or something like that. Right, short off the change of state of delivery right here. So, because we didn't get change of state of delivery right here. Like we made like an equal low with that, and then on this candle we got the change of state of delivery. We closed below this low, and then you would short when that candle closes, and then obviously short it down to where you want. Boom, super simple, guys. So that will be it for me. I hope this video kind of helped. If you have any questions, obviously comment. Please subscribe, please like, please do all of that. I'm still kind of getting used to like doing these type of videos. So, oh my god, my throat hurts so bad now after talking for so long. But yeah, that's really it for me. I'm trying to get better at these, so if it didn't help, or like if you have questions still, obviously comment. Trying to think of anything else. Like, oh, one more thing. I got one TikTok up right now, so go follow the TikTok, please. Please follow the TikTok. It's Pluto TP. It's like my username on here, but just Pluto TP instead of Pluto Trading. Okay. That'll be it. I hope you guys actually learned something. Hope you guys kind of understand. And yeah, that's totally it. I hope that kind of all made sense. But yeah, I don't think I missed anything. I don't think anything I should have went over better. Like, we can, if you have a question on like executions, like I didn't really go over executions too well, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I kind of just went over like how to use it, but not my execution. So like, we'll just do that real quick, because I used that same example a lot, that one trade. That's why I want you guys to kind of just like take this video, hear what I just said, and now go watch my trade recaps and see how I use this, how I use my strategy, right? You can just look at my trade recaps and you guys will totally understand how I used it. What just happened here? Like, why did I draw this out? No idea. We can go back to that one example. Why not, bro? Why not? So, let's say I was looking for shorts. It's not the same example. Let's say I was looking for shorts, because we're in replay mode. I kind of forgot. This is 9. Oh, yeah, it's 9. Okay, we're good. So, let's say I wanted shorts that day. What I would do is kind of like look around and I'd be like, okay, well, there's this range right here. I'm looking for shorts, so boom, this range right here. Then I'm like, okay, there's OTE inside this range. Oh shit. Plus a 5-minute fair value gap. Oh well, the guy actually got already tapped into, so let's go down to 6-minute. Like, I'll be like scaling up, right? So, oh, this might take a minute. 6-minute. Let's go to the 8-minute. Minute. Okay, so on the 15-minute, guys, this is like the biggest one we're gonna have. On the 15-minute, we have this 15-minute gap right here. Plus, we have OTE inside of this range, and I'm looking for shorts. What am I gonna do? Go over to it first. I can't do that. Well, I see that we're inside this gap, and we tap 0.618 of the range. I'm like, okay. So I'm just gonna look at it. I'm gonna be like, okay, well now even though this is a little later in the day, like I'm kind of like trying to find like a trade for you guys, but I'm looking. I would just wait for a change of state of delivery, and like you could say like right here, change of state of delivery, take a short, and you could target what? Like you could say like one of the gaps down here. We did eventually dump, but we did not do it here. So like that would be I would have been like probably a losing trade, but I probably wouldn't have even taken this trade. Like I'm just kind of trying to find you guys something, because we tap 0.618 and then we get a change of state of delivery right here with a displacement candle. Looks pretty good for a short, but obviously wouldn't have played out. We were very choppy. I don't know what, because like look, this is 10:30. I wasn't even looking. Like I was just trying to find you guys something. So but yeah, that's kind of like the idea, right? So like fair value gap, OTE, a lot of times what I take is just fair value gaps and OTE paired together, plus a displacement candle and change in state of delivery. So we get that, and then we'll eventually get like a displacement, and then we will get a change in state of delivery. I will not take a trade if we don't have change in state of delivery. So yeah, that's literally it, guys. I tried to find some more on here, but you guys are just gonna have to like let me know if you have any questions. I will respond to all of them. You can ask me as many as you want in the comments. It'll be great. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday for another trade recap. So yeah.